Once upon a time, somewhere in the world, there were two frogs. Two best friends. They were like brothers. One was fat and the other was thin, but they shared a love for adventure and mischief. One day, while hopping around the countryside, they saw a farmer place a large bucket in front of a stable. Curiosity got the best of them, so they hopped over to check out what was inside. Unfortunately, the bucket was too big for them to see into, so they both leaped in together. To their surprise, it was filled with milk. However, the sides of the bucket were too slippery to climb out. They swam and swam, trying to escape, but after an hour, the fat frog became hopeless. He said, "Brother, it's no use. We are going to drown. There's no one to save us, and we'll never make it out." But his thin friend replied, "Hold on, brother. Keep paddling. Someone will find us. As long as we don't give up, we won't drown." They continued swimming for hours, but as the sun set, the fat frog grew even more exhausted. He said, "I can't do this anymore. We're doomed anyway. What's the point?" With that, the fat frog stopped paddling, and he slowly drowned in the milk. Devastated, the thin frog cried for his lost friend, but was more determined than ever. He kept paddling faster and faster, determined to survive. Hours passed, and as midnight approached, something amazing happened. The milk had turned into butter from all the paddling. Now, with solid ground beneath him, the thin frog was able to jump out of the bucket to safety. He let out a cry of victory, but was still heartbroken by the loss of his friend. Though he made it out alive, he knew his fat friend was lost the moment he gave up. Years later, the thin frog married a lovely frog lady and had many children. In memory of his friend, he named all of his sons after the fat frog. Every night, he told them the story of how giving up can lead to failure, but perseverance will always lead to success. This story reminds us that life is tough, but we need to be tougher. The fat frog lost hope and gave up, but the thin frog kept going, even when things seemed impossible. If you never give up, you'll never lose. Sometimes the solution might be right around the corner. You just have to keep paddling until you find your way out.